Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. If you guys want to become a member, go ahead and sign up in the link below. On our way to almost 200 members, so I definitely want you guys to be a part of that. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today, 15 matchups. Starting with the Cincinnati Reds versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 300. The Reds plus 240 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Reds is TJ Zeuch with an ERA of 0. It looks like he's making his debut here for the Reds. Pitching for the Mets is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 3.45. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Mets on a nice 5-game winning streak, beating the Reds 6-2 and 5-1 in the last 2 meetings. And yeah, Mets 9-1 at home, playing good home baseball right now. Love Walker on the mound. Don't trust Zeuch on the mound for the Reds. Getting his start, we'll see how he plays, but yeah, I'm taking the Mets at home. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 165. Tampa Bay plus 140 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rays is Jeffrey Springs with an ERA of 2.50. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Brandon Woodruff with an ERA of 3.49. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Brewers beating Tampa Bay yesterday 5-3. At Tampa, just 1-6 against the Brewers, where they have struggled. I do like Springs on the mound here, coming off a 0-run game in his last start here. Yeah, in game 2, I kind of like the Rays plus 1.5 here. You know, almost covered yesterday, and I do like Springs on the mound today. I think they can definitely cover, if not win today. I'm going to take the Rays plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at minus 170. Nationals plus 150 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 4.92. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 3.67. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 10 strikeouts. Washington coming off a 6-5 win yesterday. Got a nice underdog win. Kind of unexpected. Yeah, disappointing for the Cubs. If you cashed on the Nationals yesterday, congrats. But yeah, don't love Gray on the mound. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Steele's only given up 1 run in his last 3. I like Cubs to bounce back. After that loss yesterday, I'm taking Cubs at home. Next matchup, we have the New York Yankees versus the Seattle Mariners. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 125. Seattle plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 2.57. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Seattle is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 3.96. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a 1-0 win yesterday against the Yankees. Crazy. Yankees could not score, and which is insane. And that's why the whole once again, this was another matchup. It was like 80-something% of the bets were on the Yankees money line. Every time we see the majority on the Yankees, they do not show up. It's very sad. And when the Yankees are bigger favorites, they are very hard to trust here. Give me Seattle plus 1.5 at home. Yankees too hard to trust. And they've been struggling, guys. 1-6 in their last 7. They are not playing good right now. I'll take Seattle plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the San Francisco Giants versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 165. Giants plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Giants is Jacob Junis with an ERA of 3.05. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 4.74. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 8 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Giants coming off a 4-7 loss yesterday. Yeah, Padres did it. They were on a 5-game losing streak. They finally got a win. You know, we knew it was going to happen. We didn't know when, though. Yeah, Manaea's given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. I don't love that. Junis has been great on the mound. He's only given up 4 in his last 3. I'm taking Giants plus 1.5 on the road again. I do like Junis on the mound. And, Padres got a win yesterday. Can they continue it? We will honestly see. I still think there's good value with the Giants, so I'll take Giants plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Miami plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Sandy Alcantara with an ERA of 1.88. His last start, he pitched 9 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Noah Syndergaard with an ERA of 4.02. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Miami coming off a 4-1 loss yesterday against the Phillies. Phillies playing great on a 6-game winning streak. 9-1 in their last 10. Miami just 2-8 in their last 10. 2 teams trending in different directions here. Miami on a 5-game losing streak against the Phillies. Yeah, I love the Phillies at home here. If you want to take an underdog shot, Sandy's been great on the mound, coming off a no-run game. But Miami, they just have not been able to score, man. Look at their last like 7 games. They scored 1 run, 3, 0, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. They have not scored more than 3 runs in their last 9 games. They have not scored more than 3 runs. That's insane. That's crazy. So I'm not backing that at all. They've been struggling hitting. Give me Phillies at home. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Toronto opening up as road favorites at minus 140. Baltimore plus 130 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 5.19. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Orioles is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 3.43. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Toronto losing to Baltimore 6-5 yesterday. Baltimore just gets it done, man. They really do, regardless of who's on the mound, pitching matchups. They get it done on a 2-game winning streak as underdogs in this series. I like Kramer on the mound more than I do Barrios here. Barrios been struggling his last few. Orioles still getting plus money, which is crazy at home. I'm taking Orioles plus 1.5 at home again. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus the Boston Red Sox. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 145. Boston plus 125 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for the Braves is Kyle Wright with an ERA of 3.22. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.51. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Atlanta coming off a 9-7 win yesterday against Boston. Boston on a 3-game losing streak right now. I'm taking the Braves on the road. Nick Pivetta not been very reliable on the mound for the Red Sox here. I'm rolling with the Braves and the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Detroit Tigers. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -175. Detroit +145 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Guardians is Aaron Savale with an ERA of 6.17. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Tigers is Drew Hutchinson with an ERA of 4.37. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 3-game winning streak, beating Detroit yesterday 5-2. Detroit just 2-8 in their last 10. Savale, despite his ERA, his last 2 games, he's played very solid. He's only allowed 1 run. I just don't trust Detroit, man. They've just not been playing very good. They've been struggling hitting. I like Cleveland in this matchup. I'll take the Guardians on the road. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. White Sox opening up as road favorites at -135. The Royals +115 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the White Sox is Johnny Cueto with an ERA of 2.91. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Chris Bubik with an ERA of 5.27. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The White Sox coming off of both teams splitting a win yesterday in the doubleheader. Royals getting a win and covering, so Royals were the better team in that series yesterday. And Bubik, despite his ERA, he's actually been pretty good. Cueto, it's been a pretty even pitching matchup in these last 3 meetings for both pitchers. I'm gonna take Royals +1.5 at home. White Sox, man, you just can't trust them as the favorite. You just can't, man. Good value for the Royals. Give me Royals +1.5. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at -345. The Rangers +265 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rangers is Glenn Otto with an ERA of 5.31. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 1.73. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Rangers come on a 2-game losing streak, losing yesterday's matchup against Houston. Yeah, I love Verlander on the mound today. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Big favorites, I know. Throw Rangers in a round robin just because of that big plus money, but yeah, we're taking Astros at home. Next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Colorado Rockies. Cardinals opening up as road favorites at -160. Rockies +135 with the over-under at 11. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 3.22. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 4.56. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. I don't know what happened yesterday. Colorado picking up a 16-5 win. Just absolutely crazy. I mean, the Cardinals were on a huge winning streak, and then just to get beat that bad yesterday was just, man, that was crazy to see. Yeah, Freeland has given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Quintana's only allowed 1. I'm taking Cardinals here off a bounce back. Yesterday was just one of those days. 16-5. Anytime someone's putting up 16, that obviously doesn't happen very much throughout a season. So it was just one of those games where Colorado just played literally like perfect. I think Cardinals bounce back today, so I'm rolling with St. Louis on the road. Next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -165. Pirates +140 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 4.21. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for Arizona is Madison Bumgarner with an ERA of 3.96. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Arizona beating Pitt yesterday 6-4. They're on a little 3-game winning streak, playing pretty well right now. Pitt 0-6 on the road against Arizona, where they have struggled. I'm leaning with Arizona at home. Playing well. They've been good against the Pirates. We'll take the D-backs at home. All right, next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Angels versus the Oakland Athletics. Can't find, for these last 2 matchups, can't find any opening lines or over-unders, so I'm sure it'll be out way after whenever I'm done recording. But yeah, I do have the pitching info. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 3.22. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the A's is Paul Blackburn with an ERA of 4.28. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Angels beating Oakland yesterday 5-1. They're on a 2-game winning streak against Oakland. Oakland on a 4-game losing streak right now. Yeah, Sandoval coming off a 0-run game. I'm leaning with the Angels here. I feel like Angels might be slight favorites here the way they look this series. Oakland, yeah, struggling. They've only scored 1 run against the Angels so far. So I'll take another shot with the Angels on the road. Then the last matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Don't have a line on this, but I do have the starting pitchers. Pitching for the Twins is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 3.19. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Ryan Papiot with an ERA of 2.76. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, Dodgers winning 10-3 yesterday. They've just been dominant against the Dodgers. Minnesota on like a 9-10 game losing streak against LA right now. It's pretty crazy. Dodgers playing great on a 9-game winning streak. I'm taking Dodgers at home. They've just been playing too well. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I will see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.